Mr. Speaker, this is the first ADUN sitting after Honourable Member for Satok has become the Chief Minister for Sarawak. And after his 100 day in office, many has asked for my opinion and questions about what do you think after the 100 day in office. And two words that comes to my mind, and two words that many can associate with the new CM. Hot air, up north. These are the two words that comes to the minds of many Sarawakians. Hot air, up north.
Yeah.
Let me elaborate a bit. Let me elaborate a bit before you all start shouting. All right, let me elaborate a bit on about the hot air and the up north element. The impression that he gave after 100 days in office. I'm speaking the mind of the people in this house. I'm telling you something that you will not hear. I'm telling the Chief Minister something that he has not heard.
Yeah.
He will not hear from you guys. All right? Hot air. After 1 or 2 months, I think 1 month after he became Chief Minister, he said he's going to make an announcement, a big good news. We waited eagerly. A very good, a big announcement, something good for Sarawak. And 1 week later, he said he's going to buy over the Bakun Dam. Buy over the Sarawak Hydros, Sdn Bhd, at the price of 2.5 billion and absorb the debt of 6 billion, 8.5 billion altogether to buy something that he called good news. And something what many of the Barisan Nasional ADUNs or minister or assistant minister claim that this is something about regaining autonomy over our resources. My God. They use money to buy autonomy. That itself is wrong. I know, Mr. Speaker, the Right Honourable Chief Minister is going to say something about the purchase of Bakun in his winding up. Yeah, but suffice for me to say to ask the question, why spend such huge amount of money, 8.5 billion, to buy something that is on our own land, something that should by right belong to Sarawak. And number two, the Bakun Dam, although it is controlled by the federal government, but Sarawak government through SESCO has de facto control over it, because the electricity generated from Bakun Dam can only be sold to one person, and that is SESCO, SED. And Sarawak government is the sole shareholder of SED. If you don't buy the electricity from Bakun will sit there as a white elephant, will be wasted. So at the end of the day, you as the sole purchaser, you have the absolute control over the whole thing. So why spend so much money to buy? The second hot air is a much touted LRT project. Mr. Speaker, I don't know who is the one who advised. Yeah, sure.
Okay, Batu Kita. Thank you, Honourable Member for Kota Sentosa. Are you saying that the money used to buy Bakun does not come from oil and gas? And are you saying that oil and gas is not the major income for Sarawak, and all this money has gone to Semenanjung, Malaysia, and we're just getting money back to buy back Bakun? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You understand his question. I think you guys also don't understand what the hell is he talking about.
Just proceed with your speech.
All right, okay. I think, Mr. Speaker, you concur with me. So next time before I ask question, think about it first. do some homework. All right? Get yourself in the right mind, not unsound mind.
No,
Okay.
I think that's not a fair statement.
Alright,
Not
thank you.
unsound mind.
Okay, thank you.
Not fair statement.
Not unsound mind, just illogical mind, illogical thinking. Get yourself into illogical thinking before you ask questions. Second, Mr. Speaker, LRT. All right. All of us want development. All of us want the best for Sarawak. But the demand is unlimited. Resources is scarce. And the resources here is money. Money is scarce. Can we have an estimated cost of the building of LRT from Serian to Kuching to Damai and to Samarahan? What is the estimated cost? How long is the distance? 80 meters, 80 kilometers, 90 kilometers, 100 kilometers? Mr. Speaker, let me enlighten this House on the recent project announced in KL, a 51 kilometer LRT extension project cost 32 billion. 32 billion. Our Sarawak annual income and revenue is about 5 billion. Our reserve is 27 billion. Now, increased to 29 billion as at 2015. Are we going to spend all the reserve in one project, LRT? And not to mention the annual maintenance costs. Therefore, before you say something, think about it. Don't act on impulse. We all want the best for Sarawak, but this thing, it comes with a cost. Initially, Yang Amat Berhormat was saying you will have LRT from Serian to Kuching within 3 years, by 2020. A month later, he said we will start the project within 3 years. Mr. Speaker, that shows, after making the announcement, he started to realize how absurd is his claim that within 3 years you will finish the project.
I think member of Kota Sentosa,
yes.
just proceed with your speech. The Chief Minister can reply on these issues that you're raising.
All right,
Okay.
thank you. So my suggestion is, instead of spending these tens of billions on this LRT project, why not adopt what we suggest? Take over the existing bus company, public bus company in Kuching. Take over all of them, triple the number of buses in service, and provide free buses for all the public for a period of 5 years to cultivate the habit of using public buses. That, my estimation, will take less than 200 million for the first year, for the takeover of these companies, for the increase of the triple the number of buses in Kuching. There's so much about your LRT. Number 3 is about the 2 terabyte. Never mind, you have your time. I gave you an opportunity, you just wasted it on an illogical, unsound question.
Yeah.
Are
you giving way?
No.
I've made myself very clear. He has wasted the opportunity I've given him. Mr.
Okay, then
Speaker,
proceed.
on the 2 terabyte internet speed, which the CM has spoken about. Yeah, jolly good. We have 2 terabyte for trunk backhaul gateway internet infrastructure. Backhaul, by the way, is not lobang belakang. It's BACKHAUL. Backhaul, trunk backhaul. That's about the main pipeline of internet. We want that. Yes, it is good. But before we talk about all these grandiose projects, let's look at the situation on the ground. Barisan National Government has spoken so much on Unify, and yet the implementation of Unify, the offer of Unify to consumers are at a snail speed. You wait for a few years before it comes to you, and at a high cost. At the end of the day, even with the implementation of the 2 terabyte projects, ultimately, can the consumer afford it? Especially those in the lower income group. Can they afford it? They can't even afford to pay streamix and unify. And mind you, Mr. Speaker, there are a lot of housing estates and even the industrial park in Batu Kitang do not even have streamix, fixed line. What more to say about terabyte ICT infrastructure? Yeah, that is something good. That's something good you want. But solve the problem, resolve the problem, existing problem on the ground first. Before you fly, learn how to walk. Or before you run, learn how to stand. That's why from the few statements issued by Ahmad Berhormat, the impression given to the public is a lot of hot air, a lot of unrealistic building castles in the air. About the UMNO, I told you you have
objecting to ICT. Are you objecting to ICT?
He just simply does not understand English, or you don't understand English. I understand jolly good. We want that project, 2 terabyte infrastructure, yes. But resolve the problem on the ground first. You see? Okay, Mr. Speaker, I'll proceed. I'm no element, Mr. Speaker. In the beginning of this year, there are imports of requests by our state for another 400 additional teachers for Islamic religion from West Malaysia. I've got an answer from Parliament. There is, as at February 22nd, there were already 1,400 Islamic teachers from West Malaysia teaching in yeah. Can I have injury time?
Maratuang.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Just point of order. I just want to raise this point of order on the question, on the word, the meaning of hot air. Bro, I've heard it 3 times since I came in. I believe it is quite unparliamentary because it connotes something which is quite demeaning. Yeah? Unless it's clarified further, I believe in the context of what the Yang Berhormat Sentosa has done, I believe it's demeaning. Can we have a ruling on this word, hot air?
Hot air is nothing demeaning. You just blow hot air. If you want to know further the meaning, I think you get a speaker to look for Oxford Dictionary and get Ahmad Berhormat to explain to you what it's about.
Member for Maratuang and member for Kota Sentosa, I think hot air is not a very technical word.
Not a very what?
Not a very technical word. It's not, I will not consider it unparliamentary. Okay, proceed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. At least some show of impartiality.
But you can use another term. You don't have to use hot air.
Maybe I'll ask Ahmad Berhormat, what should I use? Alright. Okay, Mr. Speaker, no one like you, Assistant Minister, you want to ask more? What are you?
Okay, member for Sarawak.
Okay. Sarawak.
You have, Dato' Speaker, you have made a ruling that hot air is not a technical term and it's not parliament. So I just, my simple question is on Kota Sentosa. You are the one who said hot air. So probably you can explain in what context, you can define.
Hey, you are sleeping when I was talking, is it? That's not. It's
a direct question.
Hot air, go and check Oxford Dictionary.
No, you are the one who said it.
Talking something that
You are the one who said it. Now you explain.
Try to exaggerate things. Okay.
Order, please.
I'll move on. Mr. Speaker.
So that I can understand.
About West Malaysian Islamic teacher. I'll move on to another topic. Thank you, my friend from Maratuan. Thank you, my friend from Sarawak. Sarawak, you have your day.
Order.
They are trying to take out my time to speak for the rakyat. I will have injury time.
I think.
You want hot air, you ask Ahmad Berhormat.
Order.
Okay.
Please, order.
No need. No.
Never mind,
Yang Berhormat
Mr. Speaker, we all know. We all know.
Member for Kota Sentosa, I think you proceed with the speech. Use another term instead of hot air because
I'm
it's
past hot
provoking.
air really.
No
I'm
more
past
Okay.
hot air.
No more.
All right, you
I'm
can
not
use
doing
another
the,
hot.
the
Yeah.
UMNO element of the minister. Ahmad Berhormat. Mr. Speaker, we all
Yes,
know.
ma-
We
just
take
a minute.
pride.
Member
We
for
take great
Marathon.
pride.
Please,
Hey,
if you may, please. I just want to know, I'm
Hey, so
quite bemused with the term hot air.
Ah.
Is it the same meaning for which the AP has done their impian Sarawak, which is hot air?
that is the basic.
Is the same meaning?
Okay. That is the basic.
So I
Basic.
suggest
We are doing basic.
if, as what Yang Berhormat Speaker has said, Yang Berhormat for Kota Sentosa, please avoid that one. Otherwise, I'll be interrupting all the time. Thank you.
never mind, thank you. Well, we are most welcome to blow hot air or to mention the word hot air.
Okay,
Yeah, I
proceed
don't
with the
mind. I
speech.
don't mind. I'm not so small-hearted like you guys. A little bit, you take offense.
Yeah.
That is not.
Okay,
I'm
proceed.
magnanimous. All right. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
and avoid using
we
the term,
take pride. We Sarawakian take great pride in the racial harmony here. We have our Muslim friends, you know, having the halal food on the same table as non-Muslim friends, having non-halal food together on the same table. We don't mind. We don't mind. But those from the West Malaysia, they take offense. Now, some of them cannot even bear to see the sight of a cross on the building. And now our government is importing all these teachers, all these people to come and teach our younger generation. If this are allowed to go on, existing 1,400 plus another 400, the younger generation of Muslims growing up under the doctrination of all these West Malaysian Islamic teachers, they will form a different thinking, different lifestyle, different tolerance level or harmony interaction with the other non-Muslims. We don't want to become what we Sarawak do not want our state to become what has happened to West
Kota
Malaysia,
Sentosa.
the racial tension
Kota
in West
Sentosa.
Malaysia. Yes.
YB Semok.
I just want to raise a point of order. Probably should avoid this subject. It's creating, racials and then ill feeling. It's quite ironically, you are talking about West Malaysians and your partners, your political partners in West Malaysia are like PKR and PAS. Those are West Malaysians too. So why you should raise it here? Say.
No, I think this
Parliament,
issue concerns our younger generation.
Yeah, we are concerned.
We also don't want our younger generation to think like what the West Malaysian Malays
No,
are
I don't think
thinking.
so. We don't think like that. So, that's the speaker.
I hope Ahmad Berhormat look into this. Anyway, there is a target. There was a target set by the late Chief Minister ADUN Satem, about 90% of the teachers to come to be from local. Never mind.
Kota Sentosa.
Enough.
Nangka want to speak.
Don't want lah, Nangka. You want to be substitute ah? You substitute.
Please.
Hey,
Okay,
Nangka,
Kota
I know
Sentosa.
Allah here, and you switch on his mic. Next time you
No,
switch on my
please.
mic. Yeah.
Kota Sentosa,
Yes.
you must understand,
Yes.
these religious teachers who are asked to come to Sarawak, this is because the Sarawak has not enough religious teachers yet. It's not permanent. Are you going to deprive the Muslims for the teaching of Islam in Sarawak? By not agreeing with these numbers of
This
these
is
teachers?
racist
No,
allegation.
I'm asking the question.
No.
It's not a
I
statement.
believe we Sarawakians have sufficient Muslim Islamic
Okay.
teachers. Just that you all go by the standards set by the
Kota
West
Sentosa.
Malaysian, the federal government, and that is why
Can
you
I
go by
order?
the standard, the guidelines set by the federal government, and that is why those
Can I have some order in the house, please?
will not.
Okay.
What is it?
On a point of order, understanding order 32. bracket 9, bracket 10C, words which are likely to promote feelings of ill will or hostility between different communities in the state shall not be allowed.
Okay, all right.
Okay, can you proceed to the next
next
issue,
one.
please?
Next one,
Yes.
next one.
Next one. Okay, next one. Okay, next one. Yeah, I've feedback.
You
Recently,
have
this I feedback.
your injury time of 2 minutes, sir.
Mr. Speaker, they disturbed me more than 2 minutes. Then SESCO has been calling up their contractors and subcontractors, asking for whether they are Muslim companies. Not Muslim, Bumi company. I hope this is not a general policy. This is not a general policy of the state government. Just some overzealous officers in certain department or certain government-linked companies trying to inquire on Bumi status of the contractor and subcontractor of SESCO. And I hope Yang Amat Berhormat can look into this. And Mr. Speaker, one of the issues I would like to highlight is in relation to the report that was laid on our table last week. The loan and pursuant to the Loans and Loan Guarantee Ordinance. In particular, I would like to refer, Mr. Speaker, to the loan taken out by the state government in the year 2011. It is stated there, total amount of the loan is 200 million, around 200 million. But it has left out the guarantee, loans that were guaranteed by the state government. One of the loans, offshore loans, that was guaranteed by the state government is the loan taken out by Equisa Limited in 2011, amounting to USD 800 million. And at that time, the conversion was 3 ringgit to 1 USD. Now, it is about 4.5 to 1 USD. Mr. Speaker, how can the government omit such a huge loan that was guaranteed by the state government in its report? And I would like to know, beside the one in 2011, 2012, there is another one, another loan taken out by SSG Resources Limited. It is also one of the government owned by the state government, also another 800 million USD. And yet, it was not reported in this report, which lists out the total loan, the borrowings by the state for the year
Kota Sentosa,
2009.
your time is up.
I'll
You brought up your point.
I'll just conclude. From 2009 and 2011, 2015, this is the total, the loan report of the state government pursuant to the Loans and Loan Guarantees Ordinance 1999. And it has omitted the offshore loans amounting to billions. Billions that is guaranteed by the state government. I urge the state government to do more transparent, more accountable reporting, financial reporting.
Clarification.
You
Thank you,
finished?
Mr. Speaker.
You finished?
I have not finished, but you make me, you
No,
kind of
your time is up.
I would like to seek your indulgence for more time because
No,
not many are speaking.
I've given you extra time.
Never mind.
Finish.
One more topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's it.